Good morning, everyone. I am on my way to work right now. I think I need to buy like a little stand for my camera because you're just sitting on my dashboard right now, and at any moment if I need to brake, y'all are going to be just making a flip, making your way downtown. I needed to upload my vlog yesterday for today, the day that I'm filming, but I got really busy with everything and I just had a whole meltdown about the master's program and getting into school and figuring out that I am missing a freaking class. So now I have to go back to community college to take that freaking class, and it was just like a whole, like when I tell you guys I had a whole meltdown, I had a whole meltdown about it. And after talking about it with the people that I care about the most, I've come to realize that actually taking that class is probably going to be the best situation for me, because I haven't been in school for almost 3 to 4 years now. So I'm kind of out of the loop of being in school, like being back on a school schedule and studying and giving up my weekends again. Like that's going to be a lot of work for me if I were to just like jump right into it again. So I thought maybe taking this summer to do that chemistry class, because it's a chemistry class that I'm missing in order to even just apply. So I'm like, maybe taking the summer to actually take that chemistry class and just practice like getting into the rhythm of school before like jumping like full force into it, because it's going to be a full-time thing, would probably be the best situation for myself, because I'm already bad at school as it is. Like I was never good at school. I like the idea of school and like having pretty journals and having the cutest backpack and like all the organization stuff. Like that was always fun to me. But in terms of like the actual studying and like taking tests, like standardized testing, can't do it at all. So I think easing my way back into it by just taking one summer class and then like just practicing that, I think is what I'm going to end up doing. So for today, as far as today goes, at work, during my break, I am going to search up my community college and see what their summer schedule looks like in terms of that class that I need, and then figuring out how I can apply for this community college school, because I'm pretty sure it's different from 10 years ago when I had originally started community college. Because before you needed to take these standardized testing and all that stuff just to even get into the school, and I think now you don't need to do that. And then I think community college is free in California. But again, I'm gonna have to like research all that stuff, so I'm gonna do that at work to see what exactly all of that entails. But I did not get to make my visual yesterday. Like I said in my last vlog, I needed to make a visual of who, what, where, and just for those kids who need that like visual prompt. So I am going to make that during work today, because today is early dismissal. The rest of this week is actually early dismissal, but I'm only there at that school, the school that I'm at today. I'm only here today and tomorrow, and then Friday I'm at a different school. So even though they have early dismissal on Friday as well, I'm not even going to be there. And I don't know what the schedule is going to look like for the school that I'm going to on Friday. I don't even know if they have early dismissal. I doubt it, because everyone's kind of like on a different schedule, because my son goes to the same district and I think his school doesn't have early dismissal on Friday. I know they have early dismissal tomorrow because tomorrow's open house, but I don't think they have early dismissal on Friday. So every school is honestly really different in this district, which is really weird, because usually, like for example in LAUSD, I remember everybody was on like the same exact schedule, while this, it's like, it's just dependent on the school and what the school wants to do. So anyways, early dismissal today, early dismissal tomorrow, which means I have a lot of time to make things and prep for this class. So I am actually pretty excited because I haven't been to school in a while. Like, I ended up actually becoming really excited for school because I haven't been in a classroom in such a long time, and I think it's gonna work perfectly for summer too, because summer is when I technically work part-time. It's not a full-time gig. So if I work the high schools, I just end up going in earlier and I come out earlier. So last summer I worked it and I went in at like 7:30 in the morning and I got off I think at 12, and then I had the rest of the day free. So I would go out and do things, you know, I just continued to live my life after 12 o'clock. But if I have that same high school schedule, then that means I can work again at 7:30, get off at 12, and let's say my class is at like 1, and I'll be able to clock in at 1. I mean, I'll be able to go to school at 1, and let's say the class is like an hour and a half. By the time I finish, I'll be able to pick up my kids from daycare because my daycare lady can take care of them up to 4 o'clock. So I think it's gonna work out perfectly if I can find a class that matches the schedule that I'm also gonna work. So like I said, I'm gonna look to see what they have available and then just sign up and then just do that for the summer, and maybe buy myself some cute pens and a cute little journal, and yeah, be a chemistry student. How exciting. Okay, this vlog is gonna be so different from yesterday. I swear to God, it's gonna look like I'm so bipolar, but I'm not. I hope I'm not. And I'm feeling a lot more better too. I feel like more rested. I haven't slept in such a long time because my puppy keeps waking me up at freaking 2 in the... I had about an hour of break today at work, so I decided to start applying for community college. And when I tell you guys, this was the most difficult process. It was so freaking annoying because I had to sign in to the portal and verify myself that I am the one trying to apply. And I had to do this whole like ID verify me thing. And when I tell you guys, it was bringing me into like some sort of a loop where I would write in my email and then I would write in my phone number, and then it would say like, oh, your email is already being used, so use a different one. So then I would have to use a different one, and then I would have to log into ID me, and then it would verify through the email that's already used. So then I had to make a whole new account for ID me with a new email that's not being used with the old community college email that I had. And then somehow I was able to merge the accounts, but somehow it still wouldn't, like, I would not progress from just going from trying to verify to it changing back to my old email to trying to log in again, and then I would just be constantly sent new codes. That's the most annoying part, is when you have to sign in and wait for a code and then sign in through that code. And then eventually I just gave up, so then I just went back to the portal, and then it turns out that I was totally fine. I could progress. So then I ended up finally actually submitting an application and getting through all of that. So thank the Lord. So then afterwards, once I finished all that, I made my visual that I really wanted. This was the board that I had made. It looked really ugly and everyone kept making fun of my pictures. So I was like, forget this. I'm just going to make my own visuals and just grab the images from Boardmaker, which is just a system that we use in our district. So I'm going to be making that for whenever I need them for my groups. Hi everyone. So I just got off of work. It's 1:47 right now, so I'm going to make my way over to Dollar Tree to film a reorganizing video. But I do want to tell you guys about my day today. So today was an early dismissal, as I had said earlier today. And the most embarrassing thing happened to me today. So I am currently making a series where I am gonna go into a teacher's classroom and reorganize their classroom. Now, I had filmed this video earlier this morning, right before I went into work, and then I rewatched the video when I finished it to make sure that everything looked good, and I liked everything that I said. There was really no notes, nothing to do with it. So then I just saved the TikTok into my drafts, and I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna come back to that video later, and all I need to do is just input the caption. But I did need to write, I did need to make the Google form, because I need a Google form in order to, like, if people want to make this request, they need to sign up for the Google form and like input all their information and blah blah blah, this and that. So I was like, I'm gonna make it during work because I have a lot of time today and whatnot. So I finished my entire day. I did all my sessions. All the sessions went great. And then after I finished work, I inputted my notes into my laptop, and I signed up for, we'll get to that, but I officially signed up for community college so I could take that chemistry class. So then once I was done with everything, I'm like, okay, well, let me add the freaking link to my bio and let me just upload the TikTok and write in my caption. And I made sure that my phone was on silent and the volume was all the way down. Tell me freaking why. Tell me freaking why when I go into TikTok and I go to click on my video, the volume was on full sound, and I am in the room with my supervisor, with the intern, and another supervisor on the other side of the room with my video being like, hi, I make videos about organization, and I'm like, how the fuck do I stop this? And it was so freaking embarrassing because I'm editing my video, so there is no, like, you can't push the main screen to pause the video. So I'm trying to figure out how to stop the sound, and the sound of me like talking is just going, and it's the only sound that's being said in the entire room, and I'm panicking. So I go to click back and it says continue recording or save and exit. So I just put continue recording, and then I swiped up on TikTok, and when I tell you, no one said a goddamn thing. And I know they heard my fucking voice because, like I said, my voice was on full sound when I just made sure that there was no sound on my freaking phone. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I was so embarrassed. And then I'm sitting there just panicking, feeling like everyone's just looking at me, and I'm just sitting there like, let me just pretend, let me not say anything. They don't say anything, and then I'm just like, let me just go on ChatGPT and just express to them what I feel, because I feel fucking embarrassed. That's what I feel. And I go on ChatGPT, I start like explaining everything that's happening. When I tell you, my body was pulsating, the blood was like rushing through me because of my anxiety was at its peak. I felt every like rush of blood just going all from my head to my toes, and I just felt frozen in my seat, and I just sat my ass down. Like, I just put my phone down and started creating the visual that I had showed you guys earlier, of the who, what, where, because I didn't know what else to do, and I didn't want to step out too soon after that happened too, because that's even more embarrassing, because then they'll know that I was embarrassed and I walked out. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna just wait it out so to not make it so fucking obvious. And then what's it called? Oh, someone crashed and their airbags imploded. So I tried not to leave the room too soon, so I sat there. I just was talking to ChatGPT, then I started making my visual, and then once I finally made my visual, I printed it out, and then I went to go laminate it, and that was like my excuse, was to laminate this freaking visual, and then I left. Oh, this guy is a freaking idiot. Are you kidding me? I swear, I wish I was filming that. You guys would see how dumb these people are. All in one street. Someone crashed back there and this one wanted to crash. Anyways, so yeah, all in all to say that I hate this day. I need to bury my head in the sand. I'm just so done. I'm so freaking done. I'm so done. And I forgot to take out the chicken, or take out the meat today. So I have nothing to make for food. And I still have to go pick up my dog too from my mom's house, and I have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do tomorrow, because tomorrow is a really impacted day. And I have to drop off this Depop order today too. Okay guys, I don't know what the rest of this video is gonna look like. I know that I have to go pick up some food today. My son needs to finish his project that's apparently due tomorrow, and then I do have to fold all my clothes. That is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna fold all my clothes. I'm gonna make sure that I save my extra key for my cleaning lady who's gonna come tomorrow. Okay, I think I'm gonna end it here. currently sitting here at my dining table bench, currently editing. Can you see that? I'm currently editing yesterday's vlog, and I'm gonna be editing today's vlog as well. So, sliding, so not forgiving whatsoever. So as of right now, I am just going to do all of that, upload everything, and then just relax for the rest of the night. I've done so much today and I feel just super tired. I guess tomorrow I'll let you know what happens with the community college application, because I did submit the application for the chemistry class, so I can sign up for the chemistry class. So we will see tomorrow, because it says it takes a day for at least the application to process. So I did submit all of that today, and then yeah, we'll see if we end up getting into this chemistry class this summer. There is a class that I saw on the class schedule that I want to attend. So the lecture is online, but the lab is later on in the day from like 5 to 8 p.m. I don't know what time the lecture is gonna be. I'm really hoping that it's not gonna be in the mornings, but it just seems like it might be, just because the lab is later on in the day. And if it is in the morning, it's gonna be really hard for me to attend, just because I'm gonna be working. So I'll see if I could just show up for the first day and then just see if I can watch the lectures after class, or see if they could be recorded and then watch them later. I'm not sure how this is gonna work out, but I really hope it does, because there just seems to be no other way for me to get into grad school other than having this one chemistry class. And I have to work and I have to make money, and there's no one else here to kind of support me in all of that. So it's gonna be a wild ride, but you guys are definitely gonna be here for it. So yeah, I'm gonna end the vlog here, just because I want to take the rest of the day to just relax and not worry about having to pick up the camera again. Plus there's not going to be anything else interesting to be updating you guys, other than the fact that I'm just going to be drinking my tea that I just made. This is just an English tea. I'm going to be drinking my tea, editing some videos, enjoying the last bit of sunlight that there is, and then winding down and getting ready for bed. So I will catch you guys tomorrow on a very extremely busy day for me.